Hey team, Faith Family Plexus, it's Alyssa here, and I wanted to get on here today and do a quick training because of our huge exponential growth that we've had over the last couple of months here. July was a big month for us, and I'm super excited to see where that takes us. A couple of you have started growing your own teams, and that's fantastic. So there comes a need when there is growth like that, and as you continue to add or even start to add team members for the first time, there comes a need to figure out what on earth am I supposed to be doing now? I got people on board with me because I love the products and I love the comp plan and I love this business, but what do I do now? So a few of your leaders and I kind of got together and had a little think tank and decided what kind of things that you needed to know and understand once you add a team member. Because the last thing that we want you to do when you add a team member is to say, hey, great, thanks so much, we're so excited, yay, crickets. You don't want that. You want to get them going right away, so that they can be as excited about the business as you are. So what we've devised and created, and I've put on this fun little handy dandy, I don't know if you can even see that there. Probably can't even see it, but you'll see it in a minute because I'm going to post it underneath this training. On just a pic collage image is a checklist of what to do when you sign your first ambassador. I want you to, when I post it, and I'll try to put it in our files as well, I want you to copy that picture, keep it in your photos. I actually have a little file called Plexus Pictures, and I think I actually need to make another one, just for, business related versus products or something to that effect. And that's really simple to do on your iPhone or whatever phone you have, I'm sure. I just know iPhone. I'm an Apple freak. Anyway, and I want you guys to keep that. And so when you add a new ambassador, you're going to say, hey, Susie, I'm so excited that you have joined our team, and I'm going to be sending you some information. I want to get you going right away. We don't want to leave people falling through the cracks because that is when they quit. Okay? We want them knowing right away that they are a part of something awesome and they're a part of a fun team that really cares about each other and wants to help each other grow to their fullest potential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this checklist with you, not hopefully too in-depth because I don't want to bore you. And I'm also going to save this training to YouTube on my YouTube channel, Alyssa Welch, which you guys can go and find and hopefully subscribe to, because I think I'm going to start doing more of my trainings and posting them there so you guys can access them. Okay, so the first thing that happens is you're on the phone with, Susie Q, and you're like, hey, you're walking them through the sign-up process, which, by the way, is not a bad thing to do. Walking them through the sign-up process is actually kind of, it may seem like you're kind of hand-holding them a little bit, coddling them a little bit, but you want to walk them through so they understand the steps visually and do the right thing so they don't end up, God forbid, signing under somebody else. We've seen that happen, and it's a little bit of a pain to kind of get them moved, but you want to make sure that they are clicking the right things and they're making sure that they are doing everything that they need to do to make sure that it's easy and they don't get frustrated with the process. So they've signed up, yay! You make sure that they got that first email confirmation and that you got it too, especially if they're your level 1 or even your level 2. You're going to get a confirmation. You get confirmations up to level 4. After level 4, you don't get signing bonuses anymore. That you still get pay points for them, but not after level 4. You don't get bonuses post level 4. So you make sure that you got that email confirmation. If you didn't, you need to make sure that they did. Sometimes there's glitches in the system, that happens, but you make sure that they got that email confirmation from corporate saying, welcome, we're so excited, here's your ambassador ID number, and this is where you can log in to their back office. So after that has been, they've gotten that, they're confirmed, they're in the system, you see them in your genealogy, you see them in your downline, then you want to make sure that their backup order is on. Y'all, I have seen people miss promotions because somebody didn't have their backup order on. And that is something that needs to happen right at the beginning. You have to make sure that they have turned their backup order on. And you need to explain to them what it is and why it's there. It is there for them to make sure that they that they stay active. Because that backup order, a lot of times people don't turn it on because they think, oh, I just made an order, I don't know what's going on. It's asking me to order again. I'm confused, whatever. So that is why it's really important, number one, to walk them through the process at the onset, but also to make sure that they know that makes them commission qualified. If they earn a bunch of commission, or if they are not commission, well, they're commission qualified, or they've had a bunch of customers, but their backup order isn't on, they don't get paid, and you get their money. That's awkward. Anyway, so you need to make sure that backup order is on and explain to them what it is there for, to help them get commission qualified and help them to stay active all the time. The next thing that you want to do is you want to add them to their team pages. Now, you don't need to necessarily add them all the way up to Cheyenne or Diamond Ambassador. But if you were on a team page that is different than this one because it's a lower level, then you can kind of decide where you want to send your people. I used to go all the way up to the top, from when I didn't even have a page, I would always do Emily's page because she's my Emerald upline, or she wasn't then. Freedom in the Making, Dare to be a Diamond, and then Cheyenne's page. It was only 3 pages. Well, guess what? I started my own team page, and out of my team page, there's like 5 or 6 other team pages. So you want to make sure that you add them to enough team pages that they are at least on a jewel page. Okay, you don't necessarily have to go all the way up to or not even Cheyenne, Celeste on Destination Diamond Dream Team, but you want to make sure they're at least on a jewel page. And if you want to add them to everything, that's fine. It's kind of up to you, but just make sure you get them on a page where they can receive information. Then you're going to also want to welcome them. Some people have a thing with welcomes. They think it kind of clogs up the news feed and stuff. I actually love welcomes. I think that it's such a fun way to introduce somebody, maybe give a little history of your relationship and how excited you are that they're joining the team. I like welcomes because I think that also spurs other people on to maybe, oh, they're adding people. Oh, that's so exciting. I want to be a part of that. Kind of spurs them on, gets them excited, and they can kind of start feeling the momentum as things start to grow. So the more welcomes we have, the more people realize, wow, this team is growing. That's exciting. So we want to definitely welcome them. And you can welcome them on all the pages that you tag them on. And also make sure that you tag them. I have so many people, sometimes they're welcoming, Susie Q, and Susie Q has no clue because they have not been tagged in the post or added to the page. So make sure you add them to the page and tag them because you want to make sure that they feel the love from all of us. Okay? So back after that, you are going to send them the new ambassador letter. That is a letter that I've kind of honed and crafted from a couple of other letters and added some of our own information. That is in our files page on our team page. I think most other team pages have it. But that's kind of a welcome, kind of introducing them, giving them some resources, some websites for them to look at. They may never read it, but you need to make sure they have access to that information because it is really good information. So send them that welcome letter. You can even copy and paste it and tweak it at the beginning to kind of make it more personable. But please go ahead and send them that welcome letter. So you got the email, their backup order's on, they've been welcomed, you sent them the new ambassador letter. We do not stop there, okay? You need to make sure that if they are working this business, that they get trained. Now, if they're not working the business, you could probably stop there and then just treat them like the best customer you've ever had. If they're a wholesale ambassador, just treat them like the best customer you've ever had. Because you want to keep them active, you want to keep them happy, and you want to make sure that you're there for them. And they can also access the team pages, so they can ask questions just in case. Okay? And also make sure that they know they've been added to the team pages so they can turn their notifications on or off as they need to. Okay, so once they've gotten the new ambassador letter, you want to add them to our new ambassador training page. That is very important to me, near and dear to my heart, and I wish I'd have kind of had that at the beginning. I had all the training available, but to have it all consolidated onto one page is awesome. So I want to make sure that you guys give them that information. There's 21 videos. I think one is a 3 or 4-parter. Some are 4 minutes, some are 30 minutes. But it's something that they can do over time to get them trained. That is strictly business related. It's really important. I know I've talked about that new ambassador training page, but get them on there and maybe work with them. Say, hey, why don't you watch videos 1 through 4 and let's talk about it. Or I'm gonna challenge you to finish these videos in a week and a half or whatever, because it's time consuming. Give them ways that they can do that. say, hey, turn on a video when you're getting ready in the morning. Turn on a video when you're making dinner. Turn on a video when you're driving to work in the morning. Don't watch it because you're driving, but you know what I mean? Give them ways to where they can fit it into their own time, but it's not necessarily going to be extra time. Okay, so that's a really important training thing that we have, and it's very, very important to me for people to start getting information from top leaders in our company. Okay, so then at that point in time, they're getting information, they're seeing the team page. You definitely want to coach them. So I highly recommend you setting up a time for them just to go through their back office and to navigate the team page, where the files are. I was looking at our back office just yesterday. In fact, we're going to be doing a training on that in a couple of days. But the back office is full of information, and sometimes we get kind of go well about the back office, but the back office, you guys, has so many different resources that I didn't even know until like yesterday when I was looking through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was there. That's so cool. But people will avoid the back office because they don't understand it. I have talked to ambassadors at some point, and some of them are even mine, and they're like, oh, I never go there because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand it. Help them not to be afraid of the back office. The back office is a wealth of information, and you need to make sure that they understand where stuff is, okay? And where the files are located on our team page, and how to make posts and that kind of a thing. Speaking of posts, you're going to help them craft their first Plexus post, right? So what you're going to do is you are going to explain to them what kind of a post you want to do. It could be you with your products. It could be, you with your block and your, pizza. I don't even know, but something that tells the world that this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm taking, and I'm really excited about it. Maybe it's just I'm so tired of being tired, so I'm jumping on board with this Plexus thing, and you show them how to make a personal post. Also, you want to explain to them about how to post other things, maybe things that they see or articles they see about, Plexus products, or about an article they read about certain ingredients. Show them how to post. Show them how to copy and paste and not just share, because those posts are rarely read. But show them how to do that. That could be a part of a quick training, or that could be something when you're telling them about the back office. Help them know how to post, and how to post well and strategically. The leaders on this team know how to do that. Your leaders know how to do that. Ask them. And if you haven't worked with your team about doing that sort of thing, then you need to get on that and maybe do a little training of your own. And again, on this page, we're going to be doing some more trainings on posting. I think that will probably be coming up next week. Okay, so they've made their post. What do you do then? You get on your team page and you say, hey, Susie Q just made her first Plexus post. Hijack it. Go, friend her, go love on that post, go share, do something, like it, comment, do whatever, because we want as many people as possible seeing that first post, so that other people will be interested and will help spur on the enthusiasm of your new ambassador. If they just get ignored all the time, they're going to be like, well, wah, wah. That's no fun. They want to see that everybody else is rallying behind them and supporting them. So please get on there. Tell them to hijack. I love that word hijack, because it's just like, wah. That's what you want to do. Hijack that post, okay? And get some love on that, okay? And if somebody, well, I won't go into that. Never mind. Okay, so then some point in time, they've made their post, they're going on their way. That's when training is so important. And yes, we have new ambassador trainings. We have some, other teams have some, but you should, with your ambassador, quickly make sure that they understand. You may not need to go over everything, because maybe they've learned it from another training or what have you. We have them all the time. But make sure that they understand the importance of making a Frank's list. And making that first list of 100, that it's important that you start thinking through what Frank even means. You want to explain the different, friends and relatives and acquaintances and all that sort of thing. You want to explain that to them and help them to start creating that list, because they'll always go, I don't know 100 people. And you're like, yes, you do. Yes, you most certainly do know 100 people. So you definitely want to get on there and explain to them what Frank is, not who, the what Frank is, how to make a list, how to continue adding to that list as you meet people throughout your life, through your day-to-day and your different groups that you're in. You'll probably be like, oh, that person. If you teach them and model for them how to do that, they're going to be, it's going to be in their, their mind all the time as they're going around going, oh, so-and-so from, church, I didn't think about them. I'm going to add them to my list because I know that they could definitely use Plexus. So you definitely want to explain to them what that means and why a list is so important, that you shouldn't just randomly select people, but you need how to go from all the different lists that you already have, your Christmas list and your card list, your just your address book, your Facebook list, your contacts in your phone, more than 100 people. So you're going to want to teach them that too. The next thing on the list is you're going to introduce how to go through that list. You can show them what 531 is, that you reach out to 5 new people off your list, you just check them off, send them a quick personal either message, voice message, phone call, whatever. Not to throw up Plexus on them. That's a whole other training that I'll get into another time. In fact, the one I posted today is all about that by I think it's Rebecca Folks. So you guys should watch that. But you want to explain. It's really quick. You just send this message, make it a little bit personal to that particular relationship. 5 people. Follow up with 3 people that you've already maybe talked to about Plexus or something to that effect. And then if you have an ambassador, what that means is you're going to work with that ambassador and train them, much like you guys do already. Now, 531 might be too much for that person. Go, okay, well, let's try 321. And if they're new, they don't. The one doesn't even matter because they probably don't have an ambassador yet. But you're going to explain that to them and model it for them. If they see that you are working and that you are serious, they are going to follow after your footsteps because they've seen your success and they want it too. So then you want to explain what 531, 321, even if it's messaging 2 people a day or something that come up with a plan with them to start working through that list. If that list just sits there, it does no good. No good at all. Okay? Next is you need to start getting them involved with other team members. Now, that could be either a 3-way call where you put them on the line with your upline, or it could be getting them to a live training. It could be like our Facebook Live party that we're going to have next week, or our new ambassador training that we're going to do on a Zoom call. Get them seeing faces of other people. Get them interacting with other team members, because you know what? What starts happening is these awesome relationships. Trust is built, and there's just this camaraderie about being a part of something. So you definitely want to do that as well. The next thing, get them to a live training or in a 3-way call of some sort. Get them going, so it's not just they feel like they're alone. That this way it opens the doors for them. They see, oh, all these faces on a Zoom call. I'm not alone. Okay. Then you're going to want to schedule some kind of a launch. If they're in for the business, don't let them wait. If they wait, they're going to be like, well, I don't know. They're going to change their mind at some point in time because they just feel like it's not the right time or it's busy. Guess what? Everybody's busy, and it's never the perfect time. You just plan it, and you help them. You show them what to do, whether it's a Facebook Live party or in person at your house party or going to Panera or Starbucks kind of party. You do something with them. Or it could even be like a Zoom call with 3 of their friends. You plan something where they can start introducing Plexus with their friends and family as soon as possible. You want that excitement to grow. You want that excitement and the momentum to start building for your new ambassador so they have buy-in and belief. If they just sit there waiting for a few weeks to get that party going, and then they're posting but nobody's responding and blah, 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 guess what? Their belief in this system and the belief in the process and the belief in this company is starting to wane. We don't want that. Belief is so important. And the reason why they join Plexus is because they believe in you more than the company and the products at this point in time. That will come later, but they believe in you. Okay, so we want to continue on and get them motivated and believing in this, the process and in network marketing as well. Okay, then once you count on that, you launch that, you help them promote that, and then guess what? They are on their way. Do we leave them at this point in time? No. We train, retrain. All the time. We keep training. We post things. We check in on them. We say, hey, how's it going with that? do you have anything I can help you with? Is there a potential that I can help you with a three-way call with? Is there, or if they're struggling in some areas, you find them a video, or you get on the phone with them, or you get on the phone with them and your upline and you help encourage them. You never stop training. Because if you leave them in the dust for too long, and I've learned this from my own personal experience, all of a sudden you'll look at your genealogy and like, oh, that person's white line, what happened? Well, they fell through the cracks. Has it happened to me? Yep. Do I want it to happen to you? Nope. We do our darndest. So the reason why is because when they do white line, because it will happen, it happens more than we like, we will know that we have done all that we can. In the end, it comes down to this. We can't force this on them. We can't force training on them. They have to want it. But we also have to give 100% to getting them to where they need to be and to getting them to where they can make the decision that this is for them or not. We help build that belief. So that is a really long, exhausted list that I just gave you, and I have it all here on this fun little graphic that I'm going to post underneath this training that it might take forever to load on YouTube. And you guys can also follow me at Alyssa Welch on YouTube as well. But at this point in time, I'm going to end this training and just say, you guys, the growth in this team is fantastic, and I am really, really excited to see where this where it takes us in the coming months. Fall is going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I just know so many of you guys are just starting to explode, and it's an honor to be a part of that and to lead you. So with that, I'm going to say adios, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.